A counter-offensive by Ukrainian troops in the south of the country is gathering momentum around the occupied city of Kherson, according to the UK Ministry of Defence. Earlier this week, a key bridge in Moscow-controlled territory was destroyed, effectively cutting off the Russian troops. Well, when the Russian troops first rolled into Kherson, there were weeks of street protests. Now the resistance has moved underground. Sarah Rainsford has been to meet some of Ukraine's shadow army, working behind enemy lines to help free Kherson.
They tumble off buses every day here, mostly women and children fleeing Russian occupation in southern Ukraine. Exhausted and still wary, because it's a long, tense trip from a life where even a text message supporting Ukraine can get you arrested. When Russian forces invaded Kherson, big crowds came out in protest. They chanted at heavily armed troops to go home. And then the Russians hit back. But the resistance didn't die. It moved underground. We arranged to meet some of that shadow army. They asked us not to reveal where or who they are.
Ruch Oporu, the resistance movement is huge. It's total resistance.
This man told me how the partisans operate behind enemy lines.
Едет колонна. So look here, someone's driving. They know there's a military base that the occupiers have taken over. So they drive by and film it all. That way we know what kind of kit the Russians have.
The information is then passed on to Ukraine's military. Resistance is dangerous, though. Denis Mironov was caught gathering intelligence and weapons for the partisans. He was beaten so badly, he died in custody. His mother has evidence Denis was tortured by Russia's FSB security service.
But
they simply beat him to death. They tied him to a door, wrapped tape around his head, and they beat my son so badly that his ribs were broken by the first blow.
But it looks like the fight back for Kherson has begun. Ukraine says it's destroying Russian ammunition depots, hitting key bridges to disrupt their supply lines. Weapons from the West are starting to make a difference here. Sarah Rainsford, BBC News in southern Ukraine.